Here's a MeteoMark weather update here on Tropical Storm Dorian, possibly soon to be Tropical Depression Dorian. I'll show you some photos that some of my viewers sent in, but let's start off with the tropics because I have something that could be the nail in the coffin for Dorian. Let's take a look at the satellite picture for Dorian. Dorian, you can see, is choking on some dry air right now. Dorian is not looking very good on any of the satellite pictures, to say the least. Dry air is really entraining into the southwest corner of the storm, and the storm's actual core, its center, is displaced southwest of the actual thunderstorm activity. So this storm is really starved for moisture at this point, and I do not see this storm lasting too much longer. So let's take a look at the current track I'm thinking here. Here's Dorian spinning, chugging off towards the west-northwest. And if you take a look here, it brings the system and bends it towards the islands now. Most of the models now have shifted much further south and are in a very tight range between the Lesser Antilles, Puerto Rico, just on the north shore of Hispaniola here. And as you know, most systems that cross Hispaniola do not survive, particularly because of the huge mountain terrains that are on the island of Hispaniola, Haiti, and Dominican Republic. So I want to make note that this storm probably is going to be on its way out. And it is right now, it's already starting to show signs of weakening before it even hits the islands here. The islands with higher topography and mountains. And even if it does make it through Hispaniola, I think it's going to take landfall again in Cuba, and the center could very well be disrupted a lot. So looking at this is not a very favorable track for Dorian, nor is the wind. The wind shear seems to be on the light side right now, but towards the end of the forecast period too, we get into higher wind shear with this trophiness here along the east coast. So Dorian is not looking very healthy. And would not be surprised Dorian gets downgraded to a tropical depression by the time it reaches the leeward and northern windward islands north of the Lesser Antilles here. So we're looking at a track just north of the Lesser Antilles and then actually heading off towards the north shore of Puerto Rico. A lot of heavy rains with this storm, but like I said, Hispaniola is the wild card, and I think that could be the nail in the coffin. So looking at that, I don't think we'll be talking about Dorian too much longer. That's a big shift in the models and where Dorian will actually head. So let's get on with our forecast for the rest of the weekend, and of course user photos here that were sent in, some of my viewer photos. Let's take a look at Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. Look at some of these storm clouds. He's got some pictures with some sun shining through them as well. And this almost looks like Linden, Texas. The photos he's been sending me, they remind me of a very summertime, almost like a dreamy sky atmosphere here, where you have a lot of weather that just is perfect but not so perfect. And the cloud structures are textbook cloud structures, to say the least. Very cumulus and cumulonimbus. And of course the foliage here too, all this foliage, just wonderful. And Lucas, you have some very beautiful surroundings and beautiful property in Linden, Texas, and you're very lucky to be able to enjoy such great beauty. So keep them pictures coming, keep clicking those photos. So alright, we're going to move on to the weekend highlights here. I only have one map to show you, keeping it very simple here. Across the northeast and southeast here, we'll be dealing with frontal boundaries, actually two frontal boundaries stalled out across the Gulf Coast as well. Some spritzels of scattered and isolated showers across the northeast. We'll stay mostly in the 70s and low 80s. Across the Ohio Valley through the upper Midwest here, mostly dry for the most part. It's here along the Gulf Coast we tend to get that washout occurring, and here in the southern and central plains as well, just north of Dallas up towards Oklahoma City. We'll see that threat of showers and thunderstorms. Other than that, we're not looking at too much other than the monsoon rains continuing here in the desert southwest. I'm going to be working on my July weather outlook here, so I'll look for that in the coming days the August weather outlook. Getting a little behind myself at the moment, so August is one of my favorite months, and I'll have the outlook for that. Like me on Facebook, MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Here's a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. Taking a look at your weekend. Not too bad. We're going to look at a 20 to 30% chance of afternoon shower thunderstorm between Scranton and Binghamton and Elmira. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. Saturday will be your sunniest day. Sunday, we get a little on the cloudy side. Hold those temperatures down into the upper 60s. Good for people who like good sleeping weather. Very nice. And then heading on to the day on Monday and Tuesday, we start to get crystal clear and lower humidity, sunny. Very nice. Low 70s, low to mid 70s both days. I'll have continued Dorian updates, but like I said, Dorian won't continue much longer. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.